And welcome everybody to the iFan Sports Network. It's basketball Saturday. The Pointers from Stephen Point are in town tonight to face the Jackets. The Jackets have a 5-0 record. Xavier, tell me about Stevens Point here a little bit, because they come all the way up and we have a negative. We're the negative here. 45-3 all-time history between these two ball clubs, but Jackets are 5-0. They're playing pretty well.
Yeah, they're playing extremely well to start the year. In the most recent Division III NCAA ranking, the poll, whatever you want to call it, standings, Yellow Jackets actually received 2 votes. The nation is taking notice of UWS and their 5-0 start, looking to make it 6-0 here against UW Stevens Point. But again, it's always going to be a tall task against our old WIAC neighbors, especially when UWS, this is a true stat, has not beat UW Stevens Point in 7,221 days. There are 5 or 6 players down there wearing white for UWS that were not alive the last time the Yellow Jackets took down the Pointers.
Wow, and I had dark hair then too. I just want you to know that. So
I was 2 years old then, so.
It's been forever, and this quality program, Stevens Point, obviously forever. They had a professional player back in the early 80s, Terry Porter, played for Portland and the Bucks, and he was just phenomenal. I remember watching him play here from the Mertz, and that was in between 82 and 85, I think, so you weren't even born yet, obviously. And yes, there was oxygen to fill those balls up with at that point. But and we did have color. But it's going to be an interesting day, and it's a big ball game. We're going to have a good crowd tonight, and I want to thank all of our great sponsors without whom we could not be doing this. And here comes our cameraman, Dave Johnson. And we've got Numi Jewelers, the gem of the game. We award that after the game to the person or persons we feel was most responsible for the outcome of the ball game. They don't get anything, but they get named, so that's important right there. National Bank of Commerce, 10 locations to serve you. Member FDIC, Holden Insurance and Erie Insurance, a quiet company. University of Wisconsin Superior. Culver's, flavor of the day, which I think I left at home too. Let me look here. I think I'm a little annoyed. Let's see if I got it correct. Nope. I got the old. I left my really good stats at home, and thank God Xavier's here, and I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty good, whatever it is. We also want to thank Kimmis Oil and Tire. Their gas pumps are in. Their holding tanks are in. Everybody can get gas out there now 24/7. Please support them. They're way out at 6200 block, I believe it is, of Tower Avenue. Benson Electric. Spear Water, Light, and Power. Without them, we'd all be in the dark. Boulder Tap House coming in late January, early February. Rick Lampton, the owner of the former Grizzlies. This building is going to be built on the same exact place, the Boulder Tap House. It's going to be good. You got to be there. Keyport Restaurant and Mark Casper. Thank you, Mark, for your continued support. Downs Funeral Home. Since 1888, they have been involved in our city, helping us deal with the tragedies of everyday life, and thank you guys, Al Butterworth and Jeff Cushman, thank you guys. Belknap Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, the Shardy family, that's where we go when we have issues in the Layton household. Thank you, Chris. Spear Douglas County YMCA, Carl Klubertons, go there if you want to check out what they can do for you to make you more healthy, give you a better body. Check them out. YMCA, it's located at 21st Street and Hill Avenue. Anderson Hammett Construction, Nick Olson, the 5-star rated construction company, remodeling company, whatever you want to call them. They do all the good stuff for you. They'll give you an estimate. Talk to them. You'll be happy. Exodus Global, Kevin Bureen, thank you. They're expanding way down on Connors Point. We'll talk a little bit about them as this game goes on. Helping Hands, Tracy DeMeyer. Thank you, Tracy. Spear High School Scholarship Foundation. Michelle Baden, thank you. And in order to get in touch with them, all you got to do is go to the Spear High School website, and you can go to give scholarships, and they'll tell you how you can do that. Great game today, and we haven't even started yet, and we're going to have a lot of fun, and there's a good crowd, and we're going to enjoy our national anthem right now. I want to thank all armed service people, past, present, and future, for your support of our country and our way of life. Thank you so much. My dad did 2 tours in World War II, and my father-in-law, Bronze Star winner in the South Pacific in World War II. Thank you guys. To your memory, I'll always love you. Sports Network. Welcome, everybody, to today's ball game. Starting lineups for Stevens Point. Number 1, Malik Abdul Wahid, 6'5" junior from Brookfield, Wisconsin. Number 2, Seth Myron, guard at 6'5", a freshman from Appleton. Number 3, Jake Buchanan. He's a guard at 6'1" from Kimberly, Wisconsin. Number 12, Cal Crone, a 6'8" freshman out of Waukesha. A lot of young guys in the starting lineup. And Josiah Butler, number 24, a freshman from Appleton, Wisconsin. And here comes the starting lineup for our Yellow Jackets. We've got number 0, Reed Johnson. He's a guard at 6'3", from a junior from Chatfield, Minnesota. TJ Moberg, number 1, he's their point guard. Outstanding ball player. He's a senior at 5'11", from Champlin, Minnesota. We have got Andrew Cornelius, 6'3", 195-pound junior from Caledonia. He wears number 5. Number 15, Joseph Fahrenholtz, the man in the middle, as they say, 6'8", 2 1/4. It's a senior from Chatfield, Minnesota. And one of my favorite players and human beings, Javon Walker, a guard at 6'1", 175-pound senior from Rocheron, Texas. So we've got Reed Johnson, TJ Moberg, Andrew Cornelius, Joseph Fahrenholtz, and Javon Walker starting for the Jackets, who started out for the first time in anybody's memory at 5-0 on a season. And for Stevens Point, you've got Malik Abdul Wahid, Seth Myron, Jake Buchanan, Cal Crone, and Josiah Butler. And we're about ready to go. And Xavier, talk about the anticipation for this game, especially when Superior has gotten some notoriety in the national polling.
I mean, I don't know if you can hear the noise that's filling the Mertz right now from our student section, but this is the atmosphere that UWS is bringing this year. This is the type of environment that UWS has been trying to cultivate so much around this basketball program. And again, it's been over 7,000 days since they really took it to UW Stevens Point. This game was a fantastic game down at Stevens Point last year. UWS notably for this game without their second leading scorer on the season, Joey Barker. He's been averaging 11.6 a game. He will miss with a calf injury. We're about set to get going at the Mertz.
Here we go. There's the toss-up, the opening tip, and it's controlled by... Who's it off of? It's going to be Superior ball. And the flavor of the day, thank you for sending this to me, is lemon berry layer cake. And Nancy in Ironwood, I wish you were here tonight. But good to have you here. The grandmother of Evan Bennett had an outstanding game the last time on the floor, and he's going to get some playing time tonight. Moberg gets it over to Javon Walker, who's got fans all around North America watching this ball game tonight. So give me a shout out, 715-817-5196. Walker's got it. He's going to create. He kicks it out to the right. Cornelius for 3. No, to look good, but it was an air ball, and it's saved in bounds. But here comes the pointers now. Superior man-to-man, as was Point. That's pretty much the offense or defense du jour nowadays in basketball. Not too many zones are played anymore where they get it inside, but the Bunnies missed. Shot goes up, a little baby hook, no good. He missed 2 in a row. Coming down with it is Fahrenholtz. Here comes Walker now. We'll take that. Shots were missed by Butler. And since I was looking at my score sheet, who made that one? That was
Fahrenholtz.
Fahrenholtz. Was that a 2 or a 3?
That was a deep 2 from Joseph Fahrenholtz. UWS on the board first.
I got to keep my eye on the screen here and on the game. It was almost a steal, but to no avail. Butler's got it on the right wing. Free throw line extended. He penetrates the lane. He's going to try and get it inside, and it goes out of bounds off of Superior. Boy, if Fahrenholtz comes out shooting like that, that bodes very well for the Jackets today. Outstanding ball player, can play in and out. And plus, he cannot get in foul trouble, Xavier. He just cannot. He's the man in the middle.
Fahrenholtz has the most fouls in a Yellow Jacket uniform so far this season at 14 through the first 5 games. You're absolutely right that especially without Barker in the starting lineup today, Fahrenholtz is going to have to keep his nose clean.
Very, very well and aptly put, trust me. Dribble penetration, shot goes up, and that's good. Nice drive penetration. He went through 2 men. That was Myron. Seth Myron. We're tied at 2. Just underway from the Mertz. 18 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the first half. 2 20-minute halves in regulation. Moberg gets rid of the ball. Johnson, if he's got to get off today too. He's got to make 2 or 3 threes, especially without Barker. Fahrenholtz backs his man in. He's got to shoot it. He does. No good, and there's going to be a foul call. He got bailed out on that one because that was very close to a 3-second violation.
Yes, it was. Shot clock was down to 2 seconds as well. Had to let it fly on the right hand. UWS is going to get to shoot 2, but just by the skin of their teeth, foul against number 12, Cal Crone.
Fahrenholtz, good free throw shooter. Nice young man, met his family a few times. Great people there at a lot of the games. He missed that one. I jinxed him. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to say he's a terrible free throw shooter. How's that now? Reverse psychology, you should make this one, right? There you go.
Worked like magic.
Oh, I'm telling you. We got this figured out, Xavier. We got this figured out. Little full court token man-to-man there. Cornelius has got the ball right now. They're big, the Pointers are. A lot of underclassmen are starting out. Good job by Fahrenholtz down low. His man spins to the basket, can't do anything with it. It's going to be a 3 from the outside. No, they get it inside, and it's stolen away. And here comes Walker now, crosses the timeline. He's got the ball. They get it down to Fahrenholtz, low left block. He's going to do a baby hook. No, he's going to go baseline, and there's going to be a foul on number 12.
That'll be the second foul on Crone early on, the freshman from Waukesha.
A junior, a freshman, a senior, a freshman, and a freshman are the starting 5 for the Pointers. That's young. And coming out is Crone.
I believe that down on the other end, that's probably going to go down as steal number 21 through 6 games played for Javon Walker.
Boy, he's just something else. They get it inside to Walker. He puts it up, and not an and one, but he gets the basket. Javon Walker, great entrance pass. He scores.
Lovely pass by Moberg down into the low block.
Love the way they look for each other. This entire team has played well all year. Obviously, you're 5-0. You got to play well, but they're a great team. Running one-hander. That was a really nice, kind of the Euro step move. That was by Abdul Wahid. And it's 5-4 Jackets.
Abdul Wahid, one of the only players on the court right now that didn't take part in this contest last year.
Great assist from Walker to Johnson on the backdoor layup, the cut. 7-4 Superior with the lead. There's the backdoor, but good job. Good job in the short corner by Fahrenholtz to knock that one out. There's Coach Jeff Kaminsky. Done a great job this year. He's done a great job every year he's been here, and he's gradually built this program to what he needs. Greg Pikowski. I called him Kaminsky again, didn't I? He did. I told him that one game that I called him Kaminsky, and he says, hey, that's okay. That's a compliment, because Jeff Kaminsky at, I believe at, wherever he went to, he won a national title. So he said, I'll take that as a compliment. Cornelius gets rid of the ball. Fahrenholtz puts it up. Oh, he had a little contestation there, but he scored that one. I think the MO appears to get the ball into Kaminsky, to Fahrenholtz. I'll get it right.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first Kaminsky to play for a UW school, if I know what I'm talking about.
Yep, you're right. You're exactly right. Point might have got away with the walk to get the ball inside low to Fahrenholtz, and I'm thinking, boy, they want to get the ball inside and apply some pressure to Fahrenholtz. Oh, slamorama. That was good by Wahid. He's got 4.
Abdul Wahid, the leading scorer in the last game for the Pointers. He had 18 in their last game.
Lots of contact, not much calls. Fahrenholtz gets rid of it. Johnson yet to be able to pull the trigger on one. Well, they tried to get it inside, but it's a little late and saved by the Pointers from going out of bounds. Here comes the Pointers now. They've got the offense running their way. Wahid, and is going to get bumped by Walker. That's his first. I want to welcome everybody to the iFan Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in. Absolutely love your shout-outs, 715-817-5196, or you can do it right on the computer as well. Love to hear from you. I know John Walker's watching. There's a partial block there. Good job. Fahrenholtz gets the board to Johnson. Over to Moberg. Moberg going to kick it out deep. Cornelius doesn't take the shot. Work the ball around the perimeter. Now they get it in the hands of their captain, and then he goes all the way. Walker, what a move. Boy, is he fun to watch. Xavier, if I told you that I taught him all those moves, would you believe me?
Why would I not believe you?
God, I love you. I'm going to hang around with you forever. Good job. Jackets lead by 3. Dribble penetration. Shot goes up. I think they thought he was going to pass the ball off, but he did not. That was number 2. That was Myron. He's back in the game. He's got 4 points.
UWS are going to need to be a little more creative on the offensive end, a little more movement, a little cleaner passing, because right now, if you compare the two offenses, the Yellow Jackets relying on a little bit of individual brilliance from whoever's got the ball in their hands, and the movement and chemistry is just there for the Pointers right now.
Now that was a professional move right there by Fahrenholtz. Spin move to the baseline side, put it up and in. And there's a steal by Cornelius. Going to get it inside to Johnson. He's got it. He gets it out. 3-pointer. Moberg. No. That would have been sweet. 13-10 Superior with the lead.
Fahrenholtz has 7 of the 13 for Superior already.
Oh, he's looking good out there. No fouls. I like to see that. Top of the key 3, no good. Rebound, however, comes down, and it's going to be off of Stevens Point.
Lovely, lovely defensive play by Cornelius. Student section loving it. It's Jersey Day here at UWS. You can see a few different jerseys, most of them soccer jerseys for our international students.
And our soccer teams, the men and the women, both qualified for the NCAA tournament this year. Great job by both of those teams. And here we go. Spears got the ball. We're approaching 13 minutes in the first half. Up on top, that would be Ty Melchert out of Green Bay is in. Fahrenholtz, spin move, fade away, 12, yes! Fahrenholtz is in fuego.
That was the heat check for Fahrenholtz. Everyone knows it. The student section on their feet. Fahrenholtz now up to 9 of the 15 for the Yellow Jackets early on.
Wow, he's looking good, 15-10. Point's got the ball. Spear looks, that nice back door. No good, though. Good defense there. And Fahrenholtz came down with the board. Now Walker's got it on the right side of the floor. He's going to cross over behind the back. Pull up, 18-footer. No good. Rebound came in to Melchert, and the shot goes up by Fahrenholtz. He is human. Or that was Andrew Beers. Pardon me. He's in the ballgame as well. He wears number 4. And there's going to be a blocking foul on Fahrenholtz. The basket's going to be good by number 24. That would be Butler. Freshman out of Appleton, Wisconsin, 6'2" freshman. And that's going to be Fahrenholtz's first.
Butler, the leading scorer on the year so far for the Pointers, also averaging the most minutes at 28 a game, shooting nearly 50% from the floor on 52 shot attempts.
Love working with the man next to me. I first heard his broadcasts on iFan Sports Network of some soccer. He's incredible, Xavier, and I call you Xavier, and I screwed up. I apologize. But it's great having you here, and love working with you, my friend. This is a lot of fun, isn't it, doing these games?
Believe it or not, this is my first UWS men's basketball game I have ever seen. It hasn't worked out in my schedule for broadcasting to be able to make one of these, so I am absolutely stoked to be here.
This is great, and you know your stuff, trust me. Dribble penetration, not much there. They get it inside. Fahrenholtz has it. He's going to have to get rid of it or take the baby hook inside. He takes the baby hook, and it's no good. And the rebound comes down inside to Point. I believe that was to Darius Bolden, who's in the game. Shot goes up. No, it wasn't Bolden, pardon me. The rebound was Joseph Gilly. Shot was missed down in the Pointers' end, and Spears got it now. The made baskets are not happening with too much regularity anymore, and the shot was missed inside by Evan Bennett. He's in the game, number 22 out of Superior. Superior High School grad. Great young kid, great family. And he's a superb ball player. He had 9 points his last ball game. Good job by Fahrenholtz on defense. Melcher deep in the corner. Dribble penetration, spin move. That was a really, really, really nice move by 22 Bolden. I think that was, no, it's 23 again. It's my vision. Gilly. Fahrenholtz thought about the three, penetrates. He's going to have to another fadeaway 12-footer. Man, oh man, oh man. Tough one to block, tough one to make, and he's got how many now, 11?
Timeout point.
And there's Coach, I was almost said Kaminsky again. I'm telling you, I'm having an issue here. Coach Plakowski, great
Joseph
man.
Fahrenholtz, last game, he had 12 points. Through 10 minutes here against Stevens Point, he's got 11.
He's played well. There's a really good coach right there, Coach Kent Dernbach. He's assisted by Paul Combs, Eddie Goldston, and Dan Witter. And there are those two men right there. And Stevens Point has traditionally had a great team, and as we mentioned in the opening, a 45-3 record versus Superior, and they unfortunately have the 45. Great programs down there. NBA All-Star World Champion Terry Porter went down there back in the 80s. Remember watching him play up here in Superior?
I had no idea that Terry Porter went to Stevens Point.
Yep.
I had no idea. I know who Terry Porter is. My dad raised me on 90s basketball.
Yep, he was incredible. He was incredible. Here we go. We're back to live access, 10:25 to go. Dave Johnson on the camera. Ryan is on the tech today. Thank you, sir. Get the ball way up on top. They're going to penetrate and go all the way, and the rolls off the front of the rim. Great job. They get the ball up to Walker now. Walker's got it over to the left side.
Fahrenholtz not on the court now for the Yellow Jackets. Someone else is going to have to take up that scoring load.
Walker's got it.
Very well could be him.
Yeah, there you go. Is that good? Evan Bennett for three, a howitzer. Yes, Evan. Grandma, you're happy in Ironwood, aren't you? You should be. You should be awfully proud of that young man. He's just a great kid as well. Dribble penetration, triple team on the baseline. They get rid of it. If they hurry and reverse it, they got a man open on the wing, but they don't get it over there.
10 on the shot clock.
Stay down, my friend. That's got to be something. It's got to be a jump ball. Good job. Evan Bennett tied him up. Bennett all of a sudden is an all-star on this floor. He was an all-star in his last game here too. Had 9 points, made 2 threes. Big ball game. Walker comes out. 20-15 lead. Give Walker a couple of minutes for a breather. Fahrenholtz is out. Only 1 foul. That's great. A lot of games at this point of the game, he's got 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden your MO changes a lot out there. Box formation by point. They're going to get it down the baseline right side. Skip pass way over for the 3. It's good. You can tell that one was off of the timeout there. That was a 3-pointer by Genrich, Ryan Genrich out of McWanago, Wisconsin.
He was the leading scorer the last time these two teams played at 15 points in last year's competition. The Stevens Point ended up winning 76-72.
Tough shot, no good. Shot was taken there by Andrew Beers. And no good on that shot. Bennett rips down the rebound.
Each team really keeping their foul count low so far. Again, we talked about Fahrenholtz having to keep his nose clean. Both teams, the entirety of both teams, have done really well with this back and forth pace.
You know, that's very well put because both defenses are being aggressive, but they're also being ever mindful of not getting into foul trouble. That's a tough combination. Point trying to get the ball in. They finally do. They trail by 2. 20-18, 8:29 to go in the first half. Dribble penetration, that's got to be a charge. Yeah, oh, it's a block. Oh, goodness gracious.
I think the feet just shifted inside the circle for number 21, Luke Fehrenbacher. He switched in for Javon Walker just a little bit ago. He'll pick up his first foul.
5'10", 160-pound junior from Batavia, Illinois. And I've had conversations before with his family down there. I'm from Carlinville, Illinois, not that far away, probably a couple 100 miles, 150 maybe, just south of Springfield.
That tells you you're in the Midwest when it's not too far away and it's 3 digits.
Jake Buchanan makes the first throw. He's a senior out of Kimberly, 6'1". He can tie it up if he makes this one, and he does. Spears got 6 timeouts. Point's got 5 timeouts in this first half. That's what we got going right now. Fahrenholtz is back in. He's setting the screen up high. Bennett got rid of it. Over to Melchert. And there's going to be a steal, and Stevens Point's going to have their first lead of the game on a slam dunk and a breakaway by Myron. He's got 6 points. First lead of the game at 7:51.
If Stevens Point get the next bucket, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Polkowski take his first timeout for the Yellow Jackets to reset.
And I would assume that number 55 may be coming back in shortly. Evan Bennett, what a good move. He missed it, didn't hit the rim. Fahrenholtz, a fadeaway again. My, that is the toughest shot in the game, and he's nailed 4 of them so far. He's got 13.
Looking like a prime Dirk Nowitzki, Joseph Fahrenholtz.
Boy, amen. You know, he does resemble him. You know your sports, my friend. They kick it out, 3-pointer, right wing, no good. They do shoot well from 3-point land. That was missed. Fahrenholtz came down with the board. Fahrenholtz has it up on top. Bennett, backdoor cut, and there's going to be a foul, and going to the line to shoot 2 is Melchert, and I know he wants that attempt back. He thought he should have made that, but that was a great cut.
Evan Bennett is all over the court.
Isn't he something?
My word, that was a beautiful inside cut.
He is very unselfish. I got the pleasure of watching him for 4 years at Superior High School. Very unselfish. Great young man, and that falls on Butler. And the free throw's up, and that's no good. Rimmed out. We're tied at 22.
Starters checking back in for UWS. Walker, Cornelius, and of course Reed Johnson stepping back in from Chatfield, Minnesota.
Reed Johnson's the one I want us to get off the schneid here and drain a couple of threes. Melchert makes 1 out of 2. Spear leads again. And we got the starters back in with 6:57 to go. And Superior has the lead. Great job. Bennett is still in the game. He has played exceptionally well. No, Bennett's out, pardon me. I think you do have the starters back. Moberg's back in the game. He's got the ball right now. He's guarding the ball. That's Butler. Butler's a good player. Butler spins around up on top. Going to kick the ball deep in the corner, no good. Step back 3, no good. And Walker with the big board. Good box out on the weak side. Left wing, that's Cornelius. Johnson's got it. They know Johnson can shoot the 3. They're all over him. Fahrenholtz up on top. We need help. Johnson gets rid of it. Moberg. Shot clock is running down. Deep in the corner, Cornelius. Yes! Money in the bank, Cornelius. Caledonia, Minnesota is cheering right now. We're inside of 6 minutes. Jackets lead by 4 again. Dribble penetration. Butler goes up, misses it. Going to be fouled by Cornelius, I believe. Going to be shooting 2. Thought there was a couple fouls on Cornelius prior to that they didn't call, and then they call that one.
That was a smart play by the freshman Butler for the Pointers. You could feel the momentum starting to go the way of the Yellow Jackets, so you drive, get to the line, slow everything down just a little bit. The Pointers get to take a breath.
As we mentioned in the opening, Joey Barker is out today with a calf injury, and Barker's been playing exceptionally well. The young man out of Superior, great ball player, great leaping ability and shooting ability and defensive ability. He's one of the all-stars on this team, and he's not here today. Butler made 2. Butler's got 5. And Superior's got the ball. That's kind of a summation at the 5:48 mark. Moberg's got the ball, dribbles left hand, gets it to Fahrenholtz, over to Walker. Up on top to Moberg again. Moberg's really good at penetrating. Fahrenholtz on the low left block, extended. Ball is stolen away, but he gets it back. Butler, quick hands. Johnson, corner. Cornelius, 3. No. Rebound, weak side, almost by Moberg. But here comes the Pointers again, trailing by 2 at 5:15 to go. First half. Long 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Walker. Shot was missed there by Myron. Fahrenholtz, he can take that. What a move, but no good. He gets his own rebound, and now no call. And he's getting attacked in there viciously, and no call. And then they call a foul right there. Number 22, that was a great move by him, the lefty. That's Bolden. He scores, and he's going to go to the line for the three-point opportunity on a foul by my friend Javon Walker. He's got 2, does Walker.
As of right now, Walker, only 4 points so far here in the first half. You're not too worried about that if you're Coach Polkowski. You know that Javon Walker really makes his hay in the second half, but he's going to have to keep out of foul trouble until then. One more foul for Walker, and that second half may be limited.
Good point. Johnson, no good. Rebound comes down to Fahrenholtz. They're going to reload. Moberg, spin move. Oh, what a Barnum and Bailey shot that was. Moberg, scoop, English goes in. Whew. Wow. That was pretty. He's that good, everybody. And there's going to be an offensive foul. Who do they call that one on? The fans know that was an offensive foul. And that's going to be on number 2. That's going to be on Myron. It's his first. Spears got 5 team fouls, 4 on the Pointers. Fahrenholtz way out high. Now Walker isolated on the right wing. Spin move, and he loses the ball out of bounds. It will be his. It will be Superior's. Good defense there by number 4 for the Pointers. That is Ryan Genrich, who's in the game for McWanago. Walker's got it. Top of the circle. Hands the ball off. Cornelius penetrates, and he gets knocked down, and there's no call. And now there's a kick call. Could be a makeup call because Cornelius got mugged going through the lane there. Now they're going to say it was a kick on point, so Spear will get the ball back with a brand new shot clock set at 20. Johnson will throw the ball in. They got a nice out of bounds play, but they know that play. The Pointers very well scouting. Moberg, shot goes up, no good, and saved almost. It was out of bounds before Moberg saved it. Just a little out of sync right now. It's not as smooth as it was earlier.
It looks like the Yellow Jackets are really trying to incorporate their point play, be it Moberg or be it Melchert, really trying to get those players to contribute.
Long 3 goes up, left wing, no good. That was missed by Melchert. He gets the ball back out on top now. That's Johnson. Johnson loses the ball momentarily. He picks it back up. Moberg, left wing. Fahrenholtz. Pull up 15-footer, no good. And it's saved. Oh, what a great job by Melchert. He tipped that ball out, saved it himself, and put it up and in. Wow. That was hustle. 30-27 Jackets lead, 3:07 to go. First half. Dribble penetration, top of the key 3, not taken. 17-footer, that's a tougher shot in basketball, straight on right there, and that was missed. and the rebound came down to Johnson. The shot was missed by Myron. Johnson's got it. He's a little too far out. Backdoor opportunity, but the pass went a little awry, a little behind the cutter. So Point's got the ball, trailing by 3. 30-27. There's a long three, no good. And Fahrenholtz almost had it, and now he does, off of the miss. Wow, he just stood there with his arms up. That's good. We don't need him getting another foul. Melchert to Fahrenholtz, over on the right wing to Moberg. Moberg looks to get the ball. Melchert gets it back. He's going to go all the way for the layup. Bunny, good. Melchert can handle the ball. He's got 5. He's from Green Bay, but he's a Vikings fan. I think his parents are Packer fans, so I wonder what Thanksgiving was like. Point. Dribble penetration, shot goes up, no good, and come down with it after the tip out was Cornelius.
This is the chance for the Yellow Jackets to really put their stamp on the first half, just about to the half.
Fahrenholtz, yes! Fahrenholtz from 18. For 3, they gave him a 3. Oh, 2, thank you. Spear leads by 7. Dribble penetration for Point. They're going to try and pound it in, but if they get a good look at a 3, they're going to take it. Good job by Fahrenholtz and good weak side help by Moberg. And the shot goes up and no foul called there. That was Abdul Wahid. No, pardon me, that was not Wahid, that was Gilly. We're inside of a minute. Melchert way up on top between the circles. Left wing. Fahrenholtz. Fade away, 13-footer, no good. The lead is 5.
He was bound to miss one of those at some point.
Yeah. Superior will get the ball back one more time. Oh, what a nice move that was. A great pass and a great basket on the spin move by Genrich. Genrich has got 5, I believe. Yes, he does.
Just about a second difference between shot clock and game clock. Yellow Jackets should hold for the last one.
You want to bring the crowd down, you get Reed Johnson, a 3-pointer, if he makes it. The lead is 3. Melchert's got the ball in the right wing behind his back. Inside, what a pass, what a cut by Fahrenholtz. Fahrenholtz is in fuego. He's got a ton, he's got 17. And there's a good look at some of the fans over there.
Foul on Moberg. With a 1.2 on the clock. Just about enough to throw up a prayer.
Well, what you do is you pack it in, you make them throw it away from the basket. If they're going to make a 3 from 30, so be it. Nobody gets the ball inside. Look for some kind of a backdoor screen.
I think the Yellow Jackets are just going to plant Joseph Fahrenholtz under the basket.
And that's the end of the first half. The ball goes out of bounds, 36-31. Superior with the lead, and Coach Polkowski's got to be very happy with what he's seen thus far. As Fahrenholtz, so let's talk a little bit about that young man. 1 foul, 17 points, and we'll get the stats up here. They'll bring him up. We'll see his shooting percentage, probably about 70%. He's been really hot tonight, hasn't he?
He's been just about as close to automatic as you can from mid-range. For a big man shooting from mid-range, sometimes you really don't see that sort of accuracy. And right there, you expect potentially Javon Walker to take over this sort of game. No, it's been all Joseph Fahrenholtz. 17 points. Absolutely out of this world to start. And I would say he is likely the reason that UWS is going to take this lead into the half.
Well, you got that right. And there's Jim Allen, my friend, right there in the middle, and his wife Julie in the gold, and their daughter Ellie Liedstrom played for the UWS women. Great basketball player, nice young lady, great family. And there's some of the old timers there. Those are reserve seats. Trust me for those guys. Anybody else gets in there, we'll throw them out. Great guys, great people, and a great crowd today. And I'm telling you, it's the Jackets are playing very well. Up by 5 at the half, and Xavier you hit it right on the head. Fahrenholtz has done it on both ends of the floor, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And especially late on, TJ Moberg really started to find his footing. It was a slow start for Moberg to start this game, the senior from Champlin, Minnesota. He really took a bit to get warmed up, but then you saw the amount of English he put on that shot. He could write a novel with that. That was incredible. And right there, you could really see it all started to click. That guard play, especially with Barker not being able to play today due to the calf injury, the guards are really going to have to pick it up. And I'm not just talking about Javon Walker. I'm not just talking about Moberg. I'm talking about Johnson. I'm talking about Fehrenbacher. I'm talking about Cornelius when he can spot up from the outside. Everyone's going to have to pick it up.
You know, in the pregame, and here's some highlights of the first half. You know, you talked about having an extended period of time off for the Jackets, and some players needed that to recuperate from their injuries, and of course, unfortunately, Joey Barker is unable to play tonight. But on the other hand, some players, that rest got them the opportunity to be ready to go, and on some other players, because everybody's a little different, it might take them a while, like you mentioned Moberg. Maybe it took him a little while to get back in, but look at that Fahrenholtz shot. Are you kidding me?
Look at which one. I think we're about to see 7 or 8.
Look at this. Here we go again. Fade away. 14-footer. I mean, yeah, he's 6'8", so it's easier for him to, and they call a block on the young man. He was in the semicircle. Look at the good D there. No, not reaching. This is critical. He's got to be in the game. He's their man in the middle. Melchert, boy, he played well too, didn't he?
Yes, he absolutely did.
I love watching that. Look at that shot again. I mean, that's, I wouldn't want to play him in horse just on that shot alone. That's amazing. And Reed Johnson, I don't think has scored yet. Oh, he's got 2. No, he hasn't scored yet. No, he's got 2. Pardon me. But he's due for an outbreak of threes. And Walker, as you mentioned, he's I think sitting on 5 or 4.
It wouldn't shock me coming out of this half if Coach Dernbach and company for the Pointers really change their game plan around to really condense the middle to try and stop that fadeaway or that beautiful right hand. Excuse me, that beautiful right hand that Fahrenholtz has been putting up. So again, maybe that's going to create a little more room on the perimeter. Cornelius, right here, he's had a couple opportunities. He hasn't had a whole lot of success. Again, that 3 that we just saw, all Cornelius's points for the first half. And I'm not just singling him out, but the space hasn't been there on the outside. That's why Fahrenholtz has succeeded as much as he has, because he's been able. Look at that! Oh my gosh!
Shakespeare would be proud of that one.
That is wizard filth from TJ Moberg. That was phenomenal. But that's a big part of the reason that Fahrenholtz has been able to find that space inside is because they've been condensing the outside, trying to stop any sort of triple coming from the Yellow Jackets. So change around the game plan potentially for the Pointers to stop Fahrenholtz. Look at that.
He's just, don't wake him up, everybody. Let him sleep. Let him sleep on the floor because he's unconscious. Wow. Well, Jackets lead by 3 at the half. That bodes well. That looks good. We're looking for our 6th win in a row. We got some national acclaim last week. We got some honorable mention in the top 20 in the country. That's a big deal. But so it's 36-31 is the score right now. We're going to run our spots right now. Thank you to all of our sponsors, because without them we couldn't be doing this on the iFan Sports Network. We'll be back in about 7 or 8 minutes on the iFan.
Find your passion. Find your people. Find your purpose. Find your superior.
the life of your loved one. We will ensure that they are truly honored and cared for.
Kimmis Oil has been a local, family-owned and operated business since 1935, offering quality tire installation services. We're a full-service tire shop offering tire repair or replacement services at the most affordable prices. Trust us to take care of your car's brake repair needs. Our technicians have the right set of skills and expertise to take care of the problems that your car is experiencing. For more information, give us a call today and see what we can do for you.
Good boy. You're such a good boy.
I think it's time we got a dog.
But my landlord won't let me have pets.
I've got an idea about that, too.
You've got big dreams and a bold imagination. Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Culver's Butterburger Deluxe is made with 100% Midwest beef. Always fresh, never frozen.
In my experience, fresh beef is always better. Frozen beef loses moisture, and when you lose moisture, you lose flavor.
There is an art in making a great burger. The searing really locks in the flavor, just like a great steak. And then we lightly butter the crown of the bun. That's why we call it a Butterburger. How many years have we been working together?
Close to 20 years now.
Welcome to Delicious.
To us, two diamond jewelry, a diamond for our love, and a diamond for the life we share. To the woman I will love forever, to our past and to our future.
See why the Twin Ports gets engaged with Numi Jewelers. Select your perfect engagement ring with us and gain access to our VIP exclusives.
Numi Jewelers, where the Twin Ports gets engaged.
And Spear leads 36-31. Halftime stats, Reed Johnson has but 2. He'll warm up. Moberg has 2. Joseph Fahrenholtz with 15. 3 for Andrew Cornelius. Javon Walker has 6. Evan Bennett has 3, a big three-pointer. And Ty Melchert has 5. There's your point totals right there for Superior. For Stevens Point, Abdul has, as I scroll over here, he's got 4 points, 6 points for Myron, 5 for Butler. Butler's an outstanding ball player. Buchanan's got 4, 3 for Bolden. Gillies played well. He's got 4 and 5 for Genrich. And so that's a total of 31. 36-31 is our score right now. And there's a good look at the huddle down there for the Pointers. They trail by 5. And now we're going to see a good look at the huddle, or the players on the floor already. There's Fahrenholtz, and boy, he's got 15. I thought it was 17. He's got 15. He's played exceptionally well. And there's Javon Walker. Javon Walker has a tendency in the second half after he gets warmed up to see what he can do. He does what he can do, and he just plays exceptionally well. We got a lot of shout-outs here, too, and I'll be getting to those during the next timeout, perhaps. And here we go. Spears got the ball. Moberg gets it to Fahrenholtz way out high. A little isolation there, and look at that. Look at that. No good, but they got the shot they wanted. Reed Johnson missed it because Walker was going to penetrate. They needed a double or triple the double or triple team him. They knew that. 12-footer in the lane, and that's good. That was good by number 12. Tough shot by Crone. That's his first basket. Spear leads by 5. Walker's got it. You're going to see the ball in Walker's hands a lot more in this half. Moberg's got it. Johnson, Walker's got it. ISO'd on the right side. Behind the back. What's he going to do? I don't know how he did not go out of bounds, but he threw the ball away, and here comes Point. There's a steal from behind. Johnson got the quick hands in there. Fahrenholtz came up with it. Now here comes Walker again. Walker kicks it out. Once again, a three-point attempt. There you go. There you go, Reed Johnson. That's what we want to see. That's what you're going to see in this half.
You called that. You called that at the half.
Walker's going to have the ball on Johnson's side of the floor. When they double team him, guess what? Johnson's going to have a wide open look. There's the steal. Johnson again gets it down the block to Fahrenholtz. Fahrenholtz, 10-footer, no good. Partially blocked perhaps. And here comes Point. They trail by 6 now. Fahrenholtz with the block. Here comes Cornelius. He's going to go all the way, and there's got to be a foul call, but there's not. It's an out of bounds. He thought it was, and I thought it was, but I don't wear the striped shirt. 18-12. I believe there was a war that year. Was there not?
I would not know.
Well, I was 6 then. Fahrenholtz has it. He's going a little one-on-one. Now Walker's got it. High screen. Walker all the way. No good. Missed it. Got high up in the air. Don't know if there is a foul or not. Could have been a travel there. Refs are letting them play, which I like. Both teams, it's not a physical game. It's not a rough game. But they're not calling everything. Ball goes out of bounds off of Fahrenholtz. Good job. Pass was intended for Crone. 6'8", so he's a freshman, and he and Fahrenholtz are banging against each other in there.
No one for the Yellow Jackets on the floor right now has more than 2 fouls. That's Javon Walker with 2.
Three-pointer goes up, no good. Long rebound comes down to Crone. Another three-pointer on the left wing is no good, and that rebound comes down inside to Moberg. Moberg's going to go all the way, but he's going to have to stop because of great defense there. Up on top, Johnson. It looked good, didn't it? Didn't hit anything. Yeah, he's a great shooter. He's a great shooter. Get him the ball. I think that's the MO here at halftime. Do some stuff, get a double team, kick it out to Johnson. He gets hot, he can nail 4 or 5 in a row. Here comes Point now. They cross the timeline. A lot of pressure put on by the Jackets up on top. Now they work the ball down in the left corner. Dribble penetration, not much there in the double team. Get the ball over to who else? Butler. Or that's not Butler. That was number 1. That was Abdul Wahid, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to be the first foul on Cornelius.
Yeah, Cornelius got sucked up just a little bit too high, kind of lost track of the leading scorer for the Pointers on the year, Malik Abdul-Wahid. And again, you cannot allow, especially when you're up against someone who's averaging just about 18 points a game, you're going to need to really keep track of that player. Lost track of him, gets to the hoop, now gets to shoot 2.
Missed the first one, made the second one. Good free throw shooters, and I've said this, and I'll stand by it till the day I die. Good free throw shooters never miss 2. They might miss 1. They do not miss 2. Fahrenholtz between the circles gets it over to Walker. Walker's going to go baseline. Spin move, puts it up, and Walker, a little one-on-one shake and bake. Holy cow. John, you got to be proud of that young man. And I got some shout-outs from the Walker clan out there, so I'll be getting to those during our next time out.
I'll tell you what, that is the number one thing. Lovely pass along the baseline. That's got to be the number one thing that Coach Kent Dernbach and company are scared of here in the second half is a potential Javon Walker heat.
Ooh. He got a blow to the back perhaps. Reed Johnson, oh, he's in some pain. He was grasping at his lower back. Jeez.
Potentially landed on that lower back as he was coming down, came off balance after going up for the rebound. Again, UWS tried to run the quick transition, so we missed any sort of injury to Johnson. He'll go over and get checked.
Wow. Let's hope he's okay. We're already short of Joey Barker today. And there's a timeout right now on the floor. There's a good shot of the huddle for the Jackets. And on my shout-outs, hi, Don. I'm Gloria's cousin from New York. I'm watching. I was listening and watching the college game you were announcing. You do an excellent job, and you're sure you're not a professional? My goodness, Franny, I want to meet you someday because I love you right now from what you just said. You do have a clear voice and a great pronunciation of the players' names, especially the Polish last names. Great job. Franny, thank you. You're one of Gloria's favorite human beings. Jackets are playing well, Doug Score says. Yes, they are, and here we go, and I'll get those shout-outs again. Moberg has the ball, gets rid of it up to Fahrenholtz. He's way out. He's not going to shoot it. He gets rid of it to Walker. Little ISO over there. Moberg gets it back. Walker looks for the pass, doesn't get it. Cornelius, left wing, free throw line extended. Evan Bennett's back in the game. Evans, number 22. He needs help. Does Cornelius. Walker's got it. Walker, the long three. No good. And a good box out inside by Point. And here comes the Pointers now trailing by 5. That's Bolden with the ball, number 22. There's a steal, but they're going to call a foul, I think, on Bennett. He had both hands up. Nope, they gave that to 55. They gave that foul to Walker. He's got, does he have 3? Yes, he does. And Point gets the ball inside, and that's a quick 2. By number 4, Genrich. Genrich, he's got 9.
Genrich was the leading scorer the last time these two teams met last year.
And Walker's going to go to the line to shoot 2 now. Walker's got to be very careful. Xavier with 3 fouls. He's got to be careful. Can ill afford to lose that young man.
Jersey night here at UWS. Quite a few jerseys being worn by our student section. I think I can recognize almost every single jersey in there, even the soccer ones.
You are a great soccer announcer. You've seen a lot of soccer in your life. Walker makes the throw. He's got 7 now. That foul was going to be on, I think it was number 1, Wahid, I think. Walker to shoot. Walker misses. 1 out of 2. maybe the layoff wasn't so good for him, although his legs heal up a little bit because he gets a pounding every game. Step back three, top of the key, and that's good. That was a great move there at the lefty. A two-pointer by Bolden. Bolden's got 5. The lead is 2 again.
Big possession for the Yellow Jackets to try and get some momentum back onto their side of the court.
Fahrenholtz one-on-one on the right block extended. Spin move. In the lane, high off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down inside to Crone. He gets it over to the right wing. Up on top once again, that goes to Bolden, and he gets it inside, and there's a backdoor cut, and that's a basket, and there's a timeout while he scores, and all of a sudden it's tied up again at 42. Let's see the other shout-outs we got here. We got quite a few of them. Here's one that from Dave Johnson. He's our crack cameraman, picks up a couple of young fans over there. St. Olaf men's soccer going to the national title game. They beat UWS in the NCAA round, so good luck to St. Olaf. Nancy's watching in Ironwood. She says, you guys are doing a great job at broadcasting the game. Thank you for that. Thank you, Nancy. Wish you were here. John Walker says, yes, I'm definitely watching. I knew that. Hello, Don. It's great hearing your voice. Shout out to Javon from his mom in Virginia. Oh, what a sweet lady. And that's all the shout-outs I have right now, aside from the fact that lemon berry layer cake is the flavor of the day at Culver's. And if you ever want to have, this is my favorite meal. I'm going to tell you what it is right now. They have a beef pot roast sandwich there that is to kill for. It weighs about 1.5 pounds. Shredded beef on a big bun. I get it with raw onions and mustard. You can get it with barbecue sauce. You can get anything you want on it. My large fry and a large unsweetened iced tea, because I got to cut back on the sugar somewhere. And that is the best sandwich ever. And I'm telling you right now, go to Culver's, ask for their beef pot roast sandwich. If you like beef pot roast, you will not be disappointed. And I know where I'm going after this game, and I'm going to have one of those tonight. Here we go. We're tied. 14:46 to go. We got the clock right there. We got the score right there on the screen for you, and here we come. Moberg's got it now, and he's going to be bringing the ball up. Crosses the timeline. Let's see what the MO here is going to be. They got to be careful. Walker's still in the game with 3 fouls. There's a steal. And there's going to be a foul. Cornelius thought it was a jump ball, but the official anticipated a foul. So Cornelius is going to be discredited. He's got 2. Going to the line to shoot 2. And the first one is good.
Fahrenholtz, after scoring 15 in the first half, doesn't have one. Doesn't have a single basket, not a single point so far here in this second frame.
Well, he makes the first of 2, and coming in for Superior is going to be number 4, Andrew Beers, out of Slinger, Wisconsin. Both free throws are good. And now, Point leads by 2, 44-42. Jackets are a little chilly coming out of the halftime. Fahrenholtz is deep in the right corner. Moberg can't do anything with it. They get it over the right side. That goes to Walker's now. Gets it over to the left corner. Shot goes up. Nope, Moberg misses that one. Boy, you live and die by the 3, and I hate to see him not getting the ball inside to Fahrenholtz. But you get that wide open look. If you can make 35 or 40% of those, you're in good stead. Point leads by 2, 13:48 to go in the regulation. Spin move, baseline. Puts it up, no good. Great defense by Fahrenholtz. Shot was missed there by Crone. Fahrenholtz gets it now. 17-foot left side, doesn't shoot it. Walker's got it. He was double teamed. He gets it back out towards the left wing. Skip pass all the way across the corner, and nobody's there, and it's out of bounds. 13:23 to go, 44-42. The Pointers with the lead.
frankly, not too much positive to say about the start of this second half for UWS. Again, I believe it was maybe Moberg that hit a 3 just after the intermission. Since then, nothing really for UWS on the offensive end, and they have not been able to stem the tide for the Pointers down underneath.
Bolden brings it up. Butler's back in the game for the Pointers. Oh, that was a great move. Great move by number 4, Genrich again, and Genrich has really come to play today. Genrich has got 11.
Stevens Point 6 for 9 from the field to open this second half.
Walker's got it between the circles. One-on-one up on top, but he's going to be double-teamed anytime he goes anywhere. There's another three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Moberg gets it inside. No, he gets it outside. Melchert's got it. Walker's going to go all the way if he can. He can't, and then he gets nailed in the face. And I think they called a foul. Yeah, they did. Foul's going to be on number 3. That's going to be on Buchanan, or number 4, pardon me. That's going to be on Genrich. It's only his first. Boy, he's played a good ball game today as Genrich. And coming out of the game and going into the game is number 3. That is Buchanan, and coming out was Bolden. Well, here we go. Jackets need to do something. Only 3 points in this half thus far. And there's a turnover, and here we're going to have a slam dunk perhaps. Nope, we just take the layup, and might be a timeout coming. Genrich scored that one. Genrich. Wow. G doesn't stand for good, it stands for Genrich. He's playing an exceptional ball game. Walker's got it now. Jump stop in the lane. They might have traveled, and then the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off of Walker. And he gets up slowly with some assistance, and he's a little gimped. He is not a happy camper right now. Did they call it technical?
Nope, timeout.
Oh, timeout, all righty. 48-42, 12:07 to go. Stevens Point, biggest lead of the ball game. Jackets at one point led by 7, I believe, and now big turnaround, 48-42, and Xavier, they're playing exceptionally right now, are the Pointers.
Yes, they absolutely are. And again, a lot of the Pointers' strategy in this game, Coach Dernbach and company have been starting their younger players. Lots of freshmen getting a lot of minutes for the Pointers, but look at the players that are really starting to reel in the Yellow Jackets and really put the team on their back, like Genrich and like Abdul Wahid, both a junior and a senior, respectively, really getting the team back into the swing of things. And you wonder if that's what Coach Polkowski is going to try and preach now. The seniors going to have to step up. Someone is going to have to make a play. It doesn't have to be on offense either. A block, a steal, something to get that momentum. I preach that every single time I get up to this booth. That momentum needs to get back to the Yellow Jacket side of the court soon. Otherwise, UW Stevens Point is going to start to run away.
Yeah, they are. They lead by 6 right now, and we had a good shot. There's a good shot of the Jacket huddle, and Coach Polkowski is exhorting his team on. But earlier we had a shot of the Pointers huddle with number 23, Josiah Gilly, 6'5" sophomore from Milwaukee. He's played well. He's got 4. And he was exhorting his teammates to come on. I mean, he was like a, there he is right there. He was like a coach, or he's yelling at him. And coach is saying, calm down, Josiah. And he says, no. You love that. You love that in D3 sports, I'm telling you.
And again, if that's the sort of attitude that it takes to get ahead and to get the win, someone from UWS is going to need to combat that.
Jackets have 3 fouls. Pointers have 2. Jackets have 3 timeouts. Pointers have 5. There's 11:53 to go. Good defense right now. They've stepped it up a little bit, I think. Good defense. Oh, nice spin move inside, and there's an and one. My goodness. That was a tremendous move right there by Butler. He was double teamed by Moberg and Fahrenholtz, and that foul is going to be on. It's going to be on number 4. That's going to be on Beers. Wow. The lead is 8. The opportunity here is good, unfortunately, for the Jackets. Butler's got 8. Here comes Superior now. They trail by 9. You don't want to get it to double digits. That's a psychological advantage for the visitor and a disadvantage for the home team if you trail by 10 on your home court. And coming down with it is Superior. There's going to be a 3. Nope, they're going to try and get it inside, and it's a turnover. It's an interception, and here comes the Pointers, and they got a chance to go up more than 10. They lead by 9. Deep into the left corner, dribble penetration. There's a steal. And Walker had it momentarily, and now it's going to be a jump ball. Walker dove for it. It squirted out of his hands. And then Melchert dove on it, and he was tied up. Alternate possession will go to the Pointers. And Melchert comes out.
UWS coming into this game averaging just above 10 turnovers per game. Really has not gone the way of the Yellow Jackets in transition.
Nope, thus far they got to take care of the ball, and they get the ball inside, do the Pointers, and the weak side help's got to get down there. They didn't, and that's going to be another basket by Butler. Butler is kind of in fuego. He's got 10. There's a shot that goes up. No good. Fahrenholtz is going to be fouled, but that's not going to be a shooting foul. Missed the close-up bunny. Jackets will have the ball underneath their own basket. Foul's going to be on 12. That would be on Crone, his third.
That's a potential way for the Yellow Jackets to get back into this. Crone has been a huge part of keeping Fahrenholtz off the board in this second half. Crone up to 3 fouls, 1 more, and maybe we can see Joseph Fahrenholtz starting to get a little more active on the offensive side of things.
Fahrenholtz has the ball. He's trying right now that fadeaway. Yes. Well, I'm telling you right now, get him that ball 30 times, and he's going to score 28 of them. Fahrenholtz has got 17 now. 19, pardon me. The lead is 9. Triple team down low. Somebody's open somewhere. There's a shot from the perimeter. No good. Rebound comes down to Walker. Walker gets the ball up ahead. They get it. They try to get it inside, but it's intercepted. Sometimes the best pass is one that's not made. That was an attempt, and there's going to be a timeout by Point right now inside of 10 minutes. They lead by 9, and so right now in the huddle, they're going to say, okay, be patient, look for the best shot you can possibly get. And coach right there is talking. He's talking right now to number 12. He's talking to Crone. He's a freshman out of Waukesha, 6'8", and he's done a great job. And he's a good coach, you can tell. He's exhorting his team on, but he's got a smile on his face. He's their best friend right now because they're playing well for him.
Right now, the absolute best thing that I feel I can candidly say about the Yellow Jackets is that it's only 9. This has been a particularly poor 10 minutes from UWS. The first 2 minutes or so of this half went well for UWS. Since then, it has been all UW Stevens Point. And right now, UWS still within striking distance. 1-3 from anyone. Johnson, Moberg, Melchert, Cornelius. That immediately changes this game wholly to a 6-point deficit. UWS still within striking distance. That's the best thing I can say about the Yellow Jackets up to this point in this half. Again, they're going to need some sort of inspiration from someone, somewhere to do something.
Boy, amen to that. And there's a good shot right over there. Mike Granlund on the right. Love Mike Granlund. He's with WNXR Radio. He's does a lot of Northwestern High School athletic events. Superior led at the half, 36-31.
We have a shout out from iFan.com. The Waltz watching back in Barnes, Wisconsin, giving credit to the broadcasting team. We appreciate that from the Waltz back in Barnes, Wisconsin, meaning my grandparents back in Barnes, Wisconsin. Love you, Grandpa.
I do too, and I've never met you. I love your grandson. This man is a very intelligent, well-spoken individual. I love him to death.
You don't need to talk nice about my brother like that.
Well, I was going to say, but then there's Xavier. Okay. Point's got the ball. What are they going to do? A little ISO there. They're trying good sagging there by Walker to help on defense. There's going to be nothing. They get the ball up ahead. Moberg's going to go in for the bunny, and he makes it. Good pressure defense there by Superior.
Well drawn up by Coach Pulkowski on the defensive end off of the timeout.
The lead is 7 for the Pointers. They've got the ball now. Walker's on defense out on top. Walker's got 3 fouls. Remember that, everybody. Get the ball to Crone. Left elbow, what's he going to do? He's going to hand it off. He sets a pick. He looks for the lob inside. He doesn't get it. Good defense there. Long 3 goes up. No good. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Superior ball. The incredulous look of Abdul Wahid. And I don't think the coach agreed with that one either. I like that coach, though.
It feels as though everyone in this gym is waiting on one thing, and that is the Javon Walker show. Everyone knows that at some point, some shot is going to fall for Javon, and he is going to immediately flip a switch.
Yep, he can take over a game. Walker's got it now. Spin move in the lane. Look at that. He missed it, but it goes out of bounds off of Farrenholtz, and Walker thought he was fouled. No call. He is so good at that spin move and then up and under. If he's got nobody coming to help defensively, that's a basket. But Farrenholtz's man left Farrenholtz and double teamed him.
I've got another 90s comparison for you. John Starks from the New York Knicks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Starks.
Fourth quarter, end of the game, absolute masterclass, except for that one finals game. But we won't talk about that.
Good job by Farrenholtz on defense. They're forcing the game right now to be on the arc, and that's a good play. And Cornelius comes down with the board off the missed shot. Here comes Cornelius over on the right side to Walker. Farrenholtz, top of the circle. Cornelius, left wing, free throw line extended. What's he going to do? He's going to look for Walker. He needs help. Walker has it now. Walker, step back 3, no good. Rebound comes down, and Farrenholtz tips it to himself. Great job by Farrenholtz. They get a new shot clock. Moberg's got it. Moberg, left wing, top of the circle. Cornelius, Moberg, left side again. They get it inside of Farrenholtz. The ball's knocked away. Great defensive play there by Wahid. Great defensive play, great hands. They've got the ball to the Pointers now. That would have been big. That could have got it down to 5 or 4. The lead is 7 for the Pointers. They get it inside. Shot goes up, no good.
Great defense by Cornelius.
That was superb, wasn't it? Farrenholtz with the rebound. Moberg gets it. Oh, and that's off of Cornelius' hand. Moberg had the ball hit out of his hand, or it's going out of his hands, and went off of Cornelius' hands. And that will be Pointers ball. Full court pressure right now by the Jackets. The last 7 minutes, they need that pressure defense. They trail by 7 right now. Point playing exceptionally well today in this second half in particular. There's a long 2, no good. You got to take advantage of every miss now. Farrenholtz with the rebound. Cornelius has the ball, walks it across the timeline. Jackets get set up offensively. And there's going to be a steal. And there's going to be a dunk. Wahid.
Until that dunk by Malik Abdul Wahid, neither one of these teams has been shooting particularly well in the last few minutes.
No, but a throwdown is a pretty high percentage. You got to come to the ball, you got to meet it, and if it's not being met, you can't throw it. Evan Bennett's in the game. He's number 22. Spin move at the free throw line. He gets the ball to Moberg. Moberg's going to try and go all the way. He's bumped. That's Cornelius. That had to be something, and it's nothing. And Cornelius came down on his left ankle a little tenderly. Missed that shot. The lead is 9 right now. And is there going to be a time? Oh,
he paused.
Wahid came down too, it looks like.
For an injury for Malik Abdul Wahid, and Cornelius will step off as well.
Both of them looks like it was ankles.
Coach Dernbach calls a full timeout for the Pointers, so we pause once more.
And it's a full, so let's thank somebody in the iFan Sports Network with one of our great sponsors, without whom we could not be here having the riot of a time that we are. We'll be right back. And we're back. Scotty Thompson's in the house. Scotty, how you doing, buddy? Root this team on, my friend. 55-46 is our score. The Pointers with the lead at halftime. Superior led 36-31. Spears only scored 10 points in 13 minutes and 50 seconds. That's not very good.
UWS, I feel as though, has been telegraphing a lot of their offense so far in the second half. They looked good early on in the second half. They were making wonderful backdoor cuts, sneaky passes, but even the little backdoor cuts and the sneaky passes for UWS have all been spotted by the Pointers in the second half.
Three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Reed Johnson's back in. It's good to see him. Evan Bennett's got it right wing. He gets to Moberg up on top.
Javon Walker off the court now for the Yellow Jackets.
And driving all the way was Johnson. It was blocked. Andrew Beers is back in the game. He's a junior. Beers is from Slinger, Wisconsin. I believe that's kind of down by Milwaukee, is it not? I think. There's almost a steal. Shot clock is running down, however. It's down to 10 seconds for point. Going all the way up, they kick it out. They work around top of the key three. They don't take it. They penetrate. No good. Rebound comes down to the Pointers again. One and done, and that ball goes out of bounds off of, they're going to call foul. I think on Beers. Let's see.
Moberg.
And coming into the game is going to be 33. Slayton Stroshine, a 6'8" freshman from Auburn, Minnesota.
I believe this may be the first time we've seen Mr. Stroshine all game. Chance for some big minutes down the stretch.
It might be for the first time all year. I don't know. 5:10 to go. Shot goes up, no good. And it's tipped to Johnson. He's got the ball, gets the ball up ahead to Bennett. Bennett ball fakes and puts it up and in. He faked passing to the corner. His man left him and Bennett scored. He's got 5. What a tremendous move that was.
You're right in that these are the first minutes for Slayton Stroshine all year. Going down the stretch against UW Stevens Point, the confidence by Coach Polkowski to put in the freshman.
And now's the time to shine, my man. You want more playing time? Do something right now. Great defense inside. Couldn't get the shot off. Oh, and there's a dribble penetration. No good. That's a bunny miss. Rebound comes down to Bennett. Bennett gets it top of the circle. Right wing to Moberg. Moberg looks for a cutter. There's a cutter.
Stroshine!
Did you see that? He faked the pass, and then he's going to shoot it, and then he gets fouled. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Oh, I like that young man already.
And we've only known him for about, what, a minute?
Maybe. Maybe he's shooting 2 right now. That foul's going to be on number 2, which just happens to be Mr. Myron. He's got 2. Want to welcome everybody from Stevens Point watching this ball game today. Stroshine off the bench nails a throw.
Congratulations to Slayton Stroshine and the Stroshine family from Auburn, Minnesota, and on his first points in a Yellow Jackets uniform.
Stop the ball. We'll sign it for him. 4:18 to go. This is huge. This will make it a 5-point game. Look at that. Look at that. Nothing but net.
Cool from the freshman.
Love it. He's got fans here tonight. Here comes the Pointers.
2 new ones in the booth, too.
Here we go. Got to play some good D right now. It's got to be stellar. Shut down defense. Keep that ball beyond the arc. No back cutting. Dribble penetration. Double team there. Good job. And there's this hand is in there. Stroshine.
Stroshine with the steal.
Oh, I remember Johnny Most for the Celtics. Havlicek stole the ball. Stroshine stole the ball. Moberg's got it now. They could cut it down to 3 or 2. Dribble penetration. Nothing doing there. Johnson can't get open. Johnson, nope. That's Moberg. Almost to steal. Moberg the 3. No good. Good job not fouling by Stroshine there. Just play the D. You're down to 5. Keep playing solid D, boys. Defense wins games and championships.
Walker waiting to check back in for the Yellow Jackets.
There you go. That's going to be a great substitution. Shot goes up, no good. Reed Johnson, if they hurry, they got a 5-on-4.
If that was blocked by Stroshine, then this is the best freshman debut I've ever seen off the bench.
We're giving him the block. I don't care if he made it or not. Moberg off the glass. No, and he missed the shot. And no fouls called there. They got to get that clock stopped to get Walker back in the game. 2:41 to go. And they got the clock stopped because of a timeout by Stevens Point. So, Point
Starters will
leads by
check back
5.
in for both sides. This will go all the way to the end. Look at Stroshine.
Look at him, look at him. Why, did he do a great job or what?
So, Slayton Stroshine, his first, 4 minutes of the entire season? I think he'll probably get a little more now.
I think so too. And what that's going to do, because Mr. Stroshine, he's a tall drink of a young man. He is 6'8". He can, with that, what we've seen here. Here you go, Redder. Look at these two throws. He didn't even touch iron at all.
For a chance for your first points in college in any collegiate game, not too bad. Cool head.
And look at the follow through on his shot. Just watch his hand go forward like going into the cookie jar. It's perfect. Look at that. Perfect.
Little snap of the wrist.
Yeah.
Coaches love to see it.
There's Mrs. Layton, my wife. Franny, see my wife? There she is. She's going nuts right now. I'm a lucky man. 42 years there. Well, 2:38 to go, 55-50. There's a good shot of the drummer over there. I love to see that. I love it when the fans get involved, the student body. This is just great, all wearing their soccer jerseys, and they're having fun. And that's what it's all about, everybody. That's what life should be about, is having fun.
You know what would make this game a little more fun?
I would say a 59-58 win.
Think so?
By the Jackets.
I'll take that.
Oh boy, here we go. 2:38 to go.
I'd love to test your clairvoyancy.
Me too. If that's the case, we're going to Blackbird tonight. Here we go, everybody. They're going to run some clock whenever they can. They're going to try and isolate. They're going to get the ball inside, and there they go. Shot goes up, and that's good. That was a good shot, a good play out of the huddle to get it to the big man underneath. And that basket was scored by, they don't put it up, and I missed the number. And Stroshine comes out of the game. Stroshine has played exceptionally well. I don't know who they gave that basket to. We'll find out.
It was Abdul Wahid.
Rahib, thank you. Spears got the ball.
Needing points from this possession.
And there you go. Oh, no, he missed it. Oh, that does not bode well. That would have put it down to 5 again. Walker missed the bunny. Contested. But no foul there.
If they use the clock, it'll get down to just about 1:30.
And that's what they're going to do. Work the ball around the perimeter. Look for a backdoor cut as the Jackets perhaps will overextend the defense. They get it inside. Fadeaway shot. That's a biggie. It doesn't go. Walker with the rebound. Here it comes.
No time to wait now. Push the pace. Someone put up a high-quality shot.
Cornelius can't do anything. Walker's got it. Walker. Fahrenholtz thought about it. Walker, the three. It is no good. A little long off the back iron, and Stevens Point comes down. That would have been a huge wake-up. But right now, Walker's going to go for a steal. Point's going to run some clock. Wahid's got it. There's a steal from behind. Dribble all the way as Moberg puts it up. Tough shot. Good.
Wonderful, TJ Moberg. Absolutely had to happen.
It did, and a timeout by Superior. They will have, I think, 2 left, as Point will have 2 left. I don't think they've given that one to them yet. Wow, 1:06 to go. The lead is 5 now. We've talked about stellar defense for the last 7 minutes. We really need it now with 1:06 to go.
Absolutely. And again, all that sort of defensive pressure, Moberg came in strong. You not only needed to get the quick shot out of Point, but if you could have gotten the steal and a bucket, that would have been the absolute best case scenario to get back into this game. TJ Moberg did exactly that. And again, I said earlier that you put enough English on it to write a novel. Well, the second edition just came out.
Yes, it did. 16 points in this half by the Jackets. They scored 36 in the first half and 26 points in this half thus far for Point. You got to give Point credit on the defensive pressure that they put on the Jackets in this second half. 36 points and we're sitting on 16. Are you kidding me? If we were sitting on 26, we'd be up.
And again, as of right now and as of the last few minutes, both of these teams have been fairly even. But it was that opening 10 minutes of this half where Coach Dernbach and company really distanced themselves from UWS, said essentially auf Wiedersehen to their old WIAC neighbors.
Boy, you got to give them a lot of credit. Their record coming into this game over the Jackets all time, 45-3. They're looking to make it 46-3. The Jackets would obviously love to go to 6-0. 5-0 coming in. Jackets have had an exceptional season thus far. Honorable mention status in the top 25 teams in the country. Minute 6 to go now, and Point's going to have the ball, and we've got full court pressure being deployed now by the Jackets.
It has been over 7,000 days since UWS has taken it to UWSP. They're going to need a little bit more to get there.
Ball's knocked out of bounds by Moberg. He is guarding number 24, Josiah Butler, who's a fabulous ball player.
We'll get down to about 40 seconds left on the clock once the shot clock runs out, should UWSP use all they got.
And here they come. And they get it underneath, and they're going to bring it back out, are the Pointers. You can't foul them. Let it get down to 30 seconds. You come down and score, and then you can play the foul game if you need to, but you can't foul right now. This cannot foul. Butler's got the ball between the circles.
This is good movement by the Pointers. 5 on the shot clock.
Butler penetrates, 17-footer, no good. Rebound, Javon Walker. Here comes Walker leading the way. He's got a 3-on-3. Gets the ball upside. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound comes down. Walker didn't take the three, goes all the way, puts it up off the glass, no good, and he's fouled. Walker, he just an inch away from putting that one down for the three-point play, which would have been huge.
Big effort by Andrew Beers. He went up, he missed the layup, very hotly contested layup, but it was an even more hotly contested offensive board from Beers. Made up for the missed shot. Absolutely had to happen. Walker's going to need to make some of these.
Needs to make them both. He needs to make it a one-possession game with 26.7, and then you're going to play the foul game. And Walker, I've never seen him miss 2 in a row. I've seen something I thought I'd never see. He missed that one. Well, you got to make this one. He missed that one. And the lead is 5. And all of a sudden, Jackets have to go for it. They commit the foul. And there's going to be, they call that a kick?
Kickball violation on Javon Walker.
Speaking of the kickball, who are all those people across the way over there? Soccer players?
There's quite a few soccer players over there. 2023 UMAC champions.
What a great season they and the women had here at UW Superior. Men's baseball, if you want to play sports, come on up here to UW Superior. The cost is less than most places in the UMAC, if not all the places. And we're with iFan. If you play, we'll talk about you to the world. We have been around for 19 years, Xavier, and see if we got any other shout-outs here. I have no new shout-outs. We've got cousin Franny watching from New York, my wife's cousin. We've got Doug Scorer watching. We've got Jeff Engstrom watching from Arizona. We've got St. Olaf's men's soccer is going to the national title game, and they're the team that beat UW Superior in the NCAA's first round. We wish them well. Nancy from Ironwood's watching. Nancy, say a prayer, my dear. John Walker's watching. He's down in Texas. And Javon's mom is watching from Virginia. Love our shout-outs, and hopefully we've got some people in Stevens Point watching as well. You guys got a class operation, a class university, and there's some fans right there from Stevens Point.
If you're making the trek up from Stevens Point, all credit to you.
You bet. You bet. Great people down there. Love the town, love the school. Love young people, period. And I love these players. And they're Going to get the ball in, and the ball goes out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Beers. Andrew Beers is 6'7". He's got some extended playing time here with Barker out. We're down to 20.9. We need a steal. You're trailed by 5. Whoever the worst free throw shooter is, I know they talked about that. You got to foul him right now. And they missed it. Here come the Jackets. You got to score in a hurry. Walker's going to go all the way, and he's going to be fouled, and is he okay? He just takes a pounding. And when you get up that high, 32 feet per second square is the rate at which you fall, and that means he hits the ground a little harder. How's that for a physics lesson?
That was in one ear and out the other.
Walker's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Bolden's first foul for UWSP.
Oh, boy. Well, you need to make these and call a quick timeout. You got 1 left. Set up your defense. And Point will throw the ball down the floor. As soon as it's touched, the clock will run. But Walker needs to make this. Walker needs to make this even more. This would make it a 1-possession game. And he missed it. And the ball goes out of bounds. No, it doesn't. It stays in. Now you got a foul. And Walker did a good job fouling and not letting his man fall down. So a 4.5 to go. And it's not the bonus yet. So they will inbounds. Spirit does have 1 timeout if they want to take it. Walker's 4th. Walker held to 8 points, well below his team leading average. Just one of those nights. Point wants to get it in. They do. The clock runs. There's going to be a foul with 2.7 to go, and I guess the outcome of this ball game is no longer in question. UW-Stevens Point will win this game. They will go to 46-3 all time. Jackets will go to 5-1 on the season. And I know there will be angst in the locker room of the Jackets, but they should still be proud of the season that they've had starting out. And now you just have to reload and get ready for the next ball game. And when is the next ball game?
Hosting
Xavier?
Buena Vista on the 5th on Tuesday right here at home for a 7 o'clock tip-off.
And we'll be here.
And then after that, the 8th and 9th, Friday and Saturday, this coming Friday and Saturday, the UMAC doubleheader on Friday at night against Crown for a 7:15 tip.
And Ginrich makes 1 of 2, and the shot goes up. And there's your final score, 58-53. The Pointers with the win, 58-53, and Jackets led at the half by 5. They lose by 5. That's a 10-point swing, and we came out exceptionally cold in that second half, and Fahrenholtz was not getting the same looks. Kudos to Stevens Point on the defense they played on him.
Absolutely. As you said, once they got back into the locker room, Coach Dernbach and company knew exactly what their game plan was going to be. They executed it perfectly to start this half, and that's all they needed to do. Again, it was very even for the last 10 minutes or so, and that was just fine for the Pointers. That's exactly what they would hope for. So congratulations to the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point. Good luck for the rest of their season in the WIAC.
Yep, we're pulling for them because they beat us, so we want them to keep winning. How's that sound?
Makes us look a little better.
You better believe it does. Well, the Jackets moved to 5-1 on the season, and they started out five-game winning streak to start the season, and we don't know when that's ever happened before. We went all the way back to 1990, and that had never happened before. And there's the fans giving them the knuckles and the fists because they deserve it. The Jackets played exceptionally well that first half. Second half, you got to give Stevens Point credit. The defensive, the MO for the Pointers changed a little bit, and they shut down Fahrenholtz and created a lot of turnovers on our behalf. And Javon Walker, maybe he's a warrior. He can play hurt, and maybe that time off didn't help him, you know. He just did not have his usual game. He only ended up with 8 points tonight, and what a great young man he is. And the fans are awfully proud of this team, and they deserve a pat on their back for how they started out the season.
the best thing I can say for UWS right now is I think that this is a regular occurrence, especially in college basketball. You look at all levels of college basketball. The team that goes undefeated for the longest time doesn't really end up having that postseason success. These gentlemen know what it's like to lose a close game that they had in hand now. You're not going to want to experience this again. To be frank, this kind of sucks. So you're going to do everything in your power to never feel this feeling again. And especially with UMAC play starting this coming weekend, I think we're about to see a UWS side that is re-energized, reinvigorated, and ready to go hunt for a UMAC crown.
Well, good point and well stated. Okay, so, this is a very unofficial Stevens Point Pointers tonight. Malik Abdul-Wahid, he is from Brookfield, Wisconsin. He ended up with 13 points. Seth Myron, the freshman out of Appleton, had 6. 2 points for Jake Buchanan, the senior out of Kimberly. 14 points for Ryan Gunrich. He was, in my opinion, he was a star of the game with 14 points. 6'1" senior out of McWanago, Wisconsin. Exceptional ball game. 2 points for Cal Crone. He's number 12, and he did a lot of dirty work in there. He's just, if he scores, they're happy with him. He's a freshman. He's 6'8". He's a wide body. Played exceptionally well. Good job for him. Darius Bolden, junior out of Glendale, Wisconsin. I think he ended up with 5. 4 points for Josiah Gilly. He had 2, He had 2. And, boy, if he got the points there, that'd be great for the Jackets. And Josiah Butler, he played very well as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points, I believe. And Josiah Gilly, though, I want to say that the 6'5" sophomore out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and West Allis, he played exceptionally well. He had 4 points, and he was like another coach on the floor, which was great. He was yelling at his guys, and he's yelling at the coaches, and he's going nuts, and you love a player like that. Every team needs one. And Josiah Gilly, the sophomore out of Milwaukee at 6'5", he had 4 points, and he played very well. So that's for a total of 58 points. What do we got for Superior? What do we got for the totals?
Well, of course, Fahrenholtz, he was the guy. Fahrenholtz, no question about it, had 15 at the half. Was held to 2 points in the second half. He had a double-double tonight. I'm sure he probably would have liked the win a little more than that. Again, 10 points from Javon Walker. He gets double digits once more. Again, beneath what his average has been on the year so far, but it'll have to do. Not a UMAC competition. We'll get ready to get back at it. And then Moberg with 6, Johnson with 5, as well as Bennett with 5. I thought Bennett played particularly well tonight. Excuse me, Melchert with 5 as well, then Cornelius with 3, and the final scorer with 2 points. I'm going to say maybe the best storyline for the University of Wisconsin Superior tonight, Slayton Stroshine, with his first 2 points in a Yellow Jacket uniform. Shout out to the 6'8" freshman, making me feel quite short from Auburn, Minnesota. Congratulations on his first totals for UWS.
I thought Stroshine was incredible. I mean, he's coming into a big ball game. We've got a 5-game winning streak to start the season on the line. He's 6'8", 220, a freshman from Auburn. He comes in, has a steal, a rebound, and makes 2 free throws without hitting the rim at all. And that was just incredible.
And that was when the game was completely on the line as well. It was about a 5-point game when he came in for his first minutes against a huge University of Wisconsin Stevens Point program. He stepped up.
Yeah, he did. And, you know, Reed Johnson only had 5 points tonight. He got dinged up there in the second half, and he's such a great shooter, and he's averaging double digits. And, of course, we're playing without Joey Barker. Barker's one of our better rebounders and a great player. And they did a great job, as you mentioned, on Fahrenholtz. And Javon Walker just had just a little chilly game, but they played great defense on him because they know him. They've seen him. They've played against him. They've watched him. And they know that all those spin moves he's got, he's a fabulous player. I love watching him play. And tonight he was just not as heated up as he normally is. But you got to give credit to Stevens Point. They win this ball game by 5, coming all the way up to Superior. And we want to thank their fans for watching. But, yeah, I'm going to say right now that my star of the game for Superior is Slayton Stroshine. I mean, that's just cool. That's just cool. And then I'm particularly happy, too, with my friend Evan Bennett, 6'1" sophomore out of Superior. He had 5 points. He played exceptionally well, and he's going to get some more playing time because when you start putting back-to-back games together, and he had 9 in his last game, when you start doing that, the coach really pays attention, and I know he's a great practice player, works his butt off, so he's going to get some more time as well, too. But, yeah, Reed Johnson, not having him on the floor hurts, too, because that allowed the Fahrenholtz to have one less outlet pass to be able to make to somebody, and that did not necessitate then that they had to guard the perimeter as much, the pointers.
That replay right there, the only three-pointer of the second half for the Yellow Jackets.
There you go, and that was very early. But so Reed Johnson is hugely important because he's going to attract attention on the perimeter, which is going to open up Farrell's. Look at that shot. He made 2 of those tonight. Moberg did. Well, what a nice young man, too.
This game will go down for the Yellow Jackets as a game of coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yep.
Again, there's no real question about it. If Barker had played, if the shots were falling from the outside, if Javon Walker kicked on a little earlier, if Fahrenholtz was able to continue that production into the second half, again, there will be a lot of question marks after this game. Have one more game until the UMAC kicks off for UWS. That'll be against Buena Vista on Tuesday right here at the Mertz. One more game to answer those questions until it really matters for conference play in the UMAC this season. Again, that'll be kicking off on Friday against Crown at 7:15. And then the following Saturday, the very next day, Minnesota Morris will be coming to the Mertz, coming to town here at the Great Gitchigumi for a 4:45 tip-off.
Oh, we're just coming into the season now. I mean, it's going to be so great. I do Superior High School basketball as well, boys and girls, when I am not here at the college. And Steve Kidd is my partner there, and Steve does the games if I'm not there. Superior won the other night over St. Croix Falls in overtime. I think they won by 11. But Calvin Anderson had to make 3 free throws with like 4-point-some seconds to go to tie the game. And that went to overtime, and then Superior kind of took over there. So that was pretty cool. You got to give a 1,000% credit to the Pointers tonight, and Coach Kent Dernbach and his assistants, Paul Combs, Eddie Goldston, and Dan Witter. And I want to say also Josiah Gilly, but I'll guarantee you he was vocal in the locker room at halftime. They made a lot of great adjustments, and they stopped Superior tonight after Superior led at the half 36-31. Superior played one of their better halves of the year. And in the second half, I don't think that I am overstepping my opinion here when I say they played one of their worst halves of the year.
I would agree with that. My closing statement for tonight's game, if I'm going to give one more shout out to a player, number 12, Cal Crone for UW Stevens Point, the freshman, the 6'8 freshman from Waukesha, Wisconsin, really will say struggled to guard the fadeaway jump shot of Fahrenholtz in the first half, and then in the second half was sterling. Did absolutely everything that Coach Dernbach asked of him, held Fahrenholtz to just 2 points, did phenomenal. Cal Crone on defense, and again, kept his foul count low. Did just about everything you could as a freshman defending the beautiful fadeaway jump shots of Joseph Fahrenholtz.
Yeah, I don't think the coach cares how many points he scores. He only scored 2, but his defense was incredible. We want to thank all of our great sponsors without whom none of this is possible. We've been doing this 19 years. Some of these sponsors have been with us for 19 years. Thank you guys for your support. I would appreciate it greatly if you went on the website of which you're currently watching this game, and you simply click on one of the logos of one of our sponsors, and you'll have a direct link to their website, and send them a shout out that says, hey, thanks, I was able to watch this game from the comfort of my own home, whatever. And then those great people, I love them to death. Numi Jewelers, they just played exceptionally well today. Numi Jewelers, the National Bank of Commerce, member of FDIC, Holden Insurance and Erie Insurance, the University of Wisconsin Superior, Belknap Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, Boulder Tap House, soon to come in late January, Culver's. We love them to death. They're a great sponsor. Downs Funeral Home, Jeff Cushman, Al Butterworth. Keyport, Mark Casper. Thank you, Mark Casper, for your support. Chemist Oil and Tire, John Jacobson. Thank you, John. National Bank of Commerce, all the great people there, member FDIC. Rewards Repair Center, Truck and Auto and Sales. Superior Water, Light and Power. Charlotte Evans, thank you. University of Wisconsin Superior, Nick Bursich and John Garver, and obviously the Chancellor, Renee Walker. Thank you, Chancellor, for giving these great this great position up here above the court to call these ball games. The iFan Sports Network and some of our other great sponsors that we signed up this year: Exodus Global, Anderson Hammock Construction, Spear, Douglas County YMCA. Thank you guys for what you do, Helping Hands and Tracy DeMeyer. And we also want to make an announcement in case anybody does not know this. Bob DeMeyer, the longtime 18-year coach of Spear High School football, has stepped down. And at the football banquet last week, he made that announcement. You could have heard a pin drop in the amphitheater that was pretty well filled up, honoring the high school team this year. They struggled this year, and that certainly isn't why Bob is retiring. He's got a lovely family, and 18 years of pressure being a coach, a year-round coach every day, giving clinics, going to clinics, being coaches for all-star teams, he and his staff. Bob DeMeyer is one of the greatest men I've ever met. He loves his kids. He loves every one of them. He cares about them more than anything. And he even indicated to them, and I think he must have handed them a card with his phone numbers or something on it, how to reach him, because, or some kind of motivational card, because at the end of his resignation, he told all the kids, I'm getting a little choked up, I apologize. He just said, if you ever need me, look at that card and call me. And that's what Bob DeMeyer is like. Great human being, love him to death. And we want to congratulate him. The iFan does. He's been a big fan. And hopefully next year we'll have him as a guest on the iFan Sports Network. I'll give him the microphone and let him take over for me. He knows much more about football than I. But Bob DeMeyer, thank you for all you did. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in on the iFan Sports Network. Thanks to Ryan for the tech work, Dave Johnson, my award-winning Cecil B. DeMille cameraman, and Xavier Walt. I want to thank him for his expertise and his excitement. Great ball game tonight, but the Jackets do lose this one 58-53. They're still 5-1, and we got a lot of games coming up for everybody. So take your time, have some fun, enjoy life, because that's what it's all about. So long, everybody, for just a while.